What's up, everybody? I am here once again for another Raw reaction / Smackdown live reaction. We had Smackdown Live 1000, the 1000th episode, and I am proud that I helped build Smackdown, just like everybody else helped build Smackdown to make 1000 episodes. But before we get into that, I gotta talk about Raw, because I've been missing some Raw. So, real quick, speed round, Monday Night Raw. DX returned. Shawn Michaels is out of retirement. The challenge, The Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction, at Crown Drew. DX versus Brothers of Destruction. The whole thing of Dean Ambrose and the Shield is still happening. 3 times in a row, 3 weeks in a row, they have the same 6-man tag. What is going on there? I still think that I'm going to this show on the 22nd coming up. This is when Dean Ambrose turns heel on his brothers, and the Shield will be dead forever. Kind of don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. I still think it's going to be that show. It's been long enough. It's been long enough for it to happen. I still hope that the whole injury thing is probably going to be a thing of Dean Ambrose is the guy that always been held down, always been held back. But I think you bring up the injury thing, the whole injury thing of Seth Rollins is the one that caused Dean Ambrose to be out of action for a good portion of 2018. You know? So he had to miss the Royal Rumble, and he had to miss SummerSlam, he had to miss WrestleMania, and other opportunities to become either Intercontinental Tag Team Universal Champion. You know, he missed the superstar shake-up. He could have went back to SmackDown, but he's still on Raw, which he said he could be going back to SmackDown to make opportunities on there, but he's not. He's staying with his brothers in the Shield. But I still think it's gonna implode, just like it did when Seth Rollins cracked Roman Reigns in the back and he attacked Dean Ambrose, and it imploded the first time, you know. So it's still not happening. It's like 2 wins for the Shield, 1 win for Drew, Braun, and Dolph. So yeah, The Undertaker and Kane doing their whole backstage segment thing, and people complaining about the lights and stuff like that. I liked it. I always like to see appearance by The Undertaker and by Kane and by Triple H and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And no matter how it happens, I always like to see some kind of appearance by men that I grew up watching. So I don't care if they have some kind of lighting or they say something wrong or whatever. You know, they mess up the promo or something like that. As long as they're there to make some kind of appearance on TV, on my TV, I like to see it. I don't care if it's 20 years old. I like to see it, you know. Finn Balor keeps on having the same matches against Jinder Mahal. Just time after time. It's like watching a series in the playoffs. Like, you got the MLB playoffs, the ALCS and the NLCS, and it's supposed to go 7 games if teams win, and then that team wins, and that team wins, and it makes it up to 7 games, you know? So, but the difference is that it's just 2 guys wrestling over and over again. And that's what makes it annoying. You know what I mean? But, Ronda Rousey, savage. She said she be breaking down doors her whole career. She been breaking down doors. The only door that Nikki Bella has broke down was in John Cena's bedroom. And then John Cena kicked her out of that same bedroom. Yeah. Yeah. And then Ronda Rousey proceeded to beat up the security. And then the guy screaming, please put me down. Right? He sold that. He sold that too. Pretty well. So Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush doing their thing. Bobby Lashley has now become the new Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, man. Yeah, it was just my peeps and my freaks, you know. So yeah, that thing is happening. Let's get on to SmackDown 1000. Rey Mysterio beats Shinsuke Nakamura. It is now an All-American, as people are complaining. World Cup. It should be a U.S. Open. Or it should be the King of the Ring tournament. You know, I don't get why they can't just call it that. Just bring that back. I don't know why. Leave it in the comments. I think there was, what was there, like a problem? Why they couldn't call it King of the Ring? Is there like would be a lawsuit or something? I don't know. But just call it King of the Ring. Like, for real. But Rey Mysterio beats Shinsuke. Hopefully it becomes a future match. Batista putting down Triple H, saying that he did everything in this business, but he didn't beat me. And then it stirred up a little good 30 seconds, you know. The crowd reacted to it real good and stuff, and like, oh. And then the thing with Ric Flair, keep that in your pants. Alright, we don't need to see nothing come out of Ric Flair's pants. Except the only thing. Woo! The only thing we need to see Ric Flair's styling and profiling on Space Mountain as a nature boy. The 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. Woo! Ric Flair. We don't need to see nothing come out of his pants, okay? That was funny, though. And then you have Randy Orton being Randy Orton. Vintage Orton, as Michael Cole would say. Your 13-time world champion. Triple H is a 14-time world champion. He is the game. And then, yeah, it's just like a whole segment was just about talking about how great all 4 guys are, okay? And then, like, you had that little moment. Triple H can't beat Batista. And he hasn't, you know? And then you had the cutting edge with Edge. That was pretty good. Edge trying to tell Becky Lynch that it's not going to go good in your future if you choose to do the things you do now and stuff like that. You're going to end up alone in the future looking at all your accomplishments. And then you're not going to like yourself. And then she's like, I don't like myself. I love myself. And then she said, why don't you get out of my ring now? This is my ring. And don't re-break your neck on the way out, right? Oh, people still cheered though. Still, and then you got Charlotte Flair, and she comes out, and they have a fight. They get at it. They have a fight, and it just stands there. He just stood there, and that's how it ended. He just stood there, like he didn't try to get involved. He couldn't. He couldn't because it really could have injured him real bad. So he's just paralyzed for life. Anything that he does in the ring could go drastically, you know. But anyways, that was that. John Cena saying how he built SmackDown, it helped build his career and stuff. They kept on showing all the pictures and stuff, like Eddie Guerrero and all the moments that happened. They showed the general man Teddy Long and Vicky and People Power. They were backstage with Paige. They had that little thing, and then you had the Big Show, the 1,000th the Big Show interferes, the tag match, New Day versus The Bar. You had the Big Show turn heel. The 1,000th episode, the 1,000th heel turn for the Big Show. Your new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. Yeah, that's what's good. That's what's best for business. Jerry the King Lawler and Booker T were at commentary at the pancake table. And, all that stuff happened. AJ and Daniel Bryan lose to the Usos in a tag match. Rusev lost to The Miz. The Miz advanced in the American Championship thing. Any else? R-Truth, the beginning. How can you forget the beginning? Truth TV, the McMahons on Truth TV. There's not a lot of people that can say that the McMahons got on Truth TV. I mean, got on their show, you know, and then they did the whole dance thing and stuff like that, and then that's it. SmackDown Live reactions, a little bit of Raw reactions, because I missed some. Tell me what you think's in the comments. Leave a like, smash subscribe, tap the little bell so you don't miss an upload, and I'll be back for next week. Thanks for joining.